Hi, hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hey, Outfit Wars Week 1, everybody.
Welcome back to Outfit Wars. We just had a little bit of a technical glitch that was solved somehow with our grand ingenuity.
Thanks to a
Really stupid typo on my end that worked somehow. So we're
forward space,
we're
backspace. Who knew?
we're here. WTAC versus TWC2 on the Connery server. I am your caster Gelos, joined here by Zangief, my co-cast.
Yo, Connery server gaming. Let's go. We out here.
Flabbergasted that worked. So this is Nexus. This is season 4 of Outfit Wars on the Nexus server, or the Nexus instance, I should say. It is a 1v1 style format with a few changes in the rule set. For those of you who are somewhat fresh to the idea of Outfit Wars and just only now tuning in, we'll go over the rules right now for you.
I'm sorry, did you say fresh?
Fresh! Brand
Wow,
new
fresh.
into Outfit Wars. Represented
this
on
is
the
Outfit Wars Fresh.
This is Outfit Wars Fresh, technically, yeah. On the left here, you can see WTAC represented in red, TWC2 represented in blue. That's how it's going to look in-game as well, even though TWC2 is actually going to be VS. On the map, they are going to be shown as blue, so keep that in mind. The match rules. Teams are 48 v 48. I believe both sides are going to have their full 48 as well. I mean, we can't really technically check that, but I'm sure that that's the case. Both of these outfits should be fielding those numbers, no problem. There's going to be no Colossuses, no Bastions allowed, but everything else in the outfit's armory pool is allowed. Things like Citadel Shields and Orbital Strikes you're going to be still seeing. There will be no Construction, which is a pretty big divergence from the previous Outfit Wars seasons, but you can see that this map is a more traditional kind. It's got vehicle pull stations in the actual bases themselves, so we're going to see real vehicles pulled from these bases, rather than have to make some sort of a checkpoint midway through with construction. Now, to win, you do have to have the most territory at the end of the match, or you can also get a dominating victory, as it's called, by connecting to the enemy team warp gate by grabbing that home base, which would be Nexus Omega or Nexus Alpha on the south side. Now, you are playing for the win, and that's going to give you a good spot in the next part of this season, the playoffs, I believe it's called. But if you are tied with another outfit for wins and losses, the way that they seed you is going to be based off of the amount of points you have gained per match. So in order to gain points per the season, you get 2 points a minute per base that you own. The total amount of points in the entire map is going to be 500. And if a team gets that dominating victory by grabbing the home base and connecting to a warp gate, they're going to get whatever's left in that pool, alongside obviously getting the win for the match itself. So you definitely want to go for that dominating victory if you can, and you definitely want to, if you're on the other side of that, make sure somebody does not get that victory on you, because you can still continue to accrue points, even if you are somewhat getting rolled all the way back to your home base. You can still accrue some of those points and get a win later on, potentially tie that up later. Now, the bases themselves are fairly unique. Again, if you're somewhat fresh and have not been on Nexus or watched any of the Outfit Wars previously, the way that these particular bases work are a lot more symmetrical, and they're very they're set up in very interesting ways. Let's go right into the in-game screen. Give me just a moment to get all of that up.
Get to the in-game screen.
Get
quick.
to the in-game screen.
Oh,
Don't
you
worry.
You missed it.
Oh, hold on. Let me switch
Go check
that
my
over to
screen.
There we go. There we go. All right. So on this side here, this is going to be the middle base. There we go. The very middle of the actual map itself. This is the first neutral that I want to talk about. This is Granite Head Reactor. Granite Head has 2 buildings that you're very used to. It's got that triple stack on the north side, powerhouse there on the south side, and then it's got one area here that's very much unique to Nexus. It's an underground area down here, fairly open. We're going to see a little bit of fighting in there, but really it's going to have a lot to do with sort of who can really control probably the vehicle side of things on this one, whether it be air or who can actually keep the buses destroyed as well. Both of those are going to play a factor when it comes to Granite Head specifically. The Nexus bases, the cap takes a little bit longer. By that, what I mean is the actual flipping the point takes a little bit longer than a normal base would, I've noticed. So you're probably going to see a lot of back and forth when it comes to these fights, especially on that very central neutral area. So that is the first base. Let's go over to SATCOM. We'll explain that one next. SATCOM is a base set up similar to a sort of a tech plant. The top floor here is just a simple 4 square with a fairly open actual balcony area on the outside. 4 square giving you a little bit of cover from the air, and while the inside here, much more of a traditional tech plant with the exception of these walls not being here for the inside. The actual tech plant itself is very covered from air. Bottom floor here, you do see that sea point as well. I've noted this many times in previous matches, but if you are having a hard time dealing with air-to-grounders especially, this is probably the one base where you're going to have a little bit of an easier time actually sort of getting a cap off if you can. Let's go to Bitter Gorge, and I do want to talk a little bit more about how important air is actually going to play in these particular matches. So, Bitter Gorge over here, as you can see, this one is another 3 points, very open here in the middle. Fairly open here on both points on the sides because the points are upstairs on the very roof, only covered by that little canopy thing there. Again, all 3 of these bases, you want to have some air control, whether it be actual air to grounding or some way to actually allow your Galaxies and Valkyries to drop people off. You want to have some sort of presence in the air. We have seen some outfits somewhat fail to really prepare for the air. So it's not always expected that one side's just going to sort of roll the air, but you do want to, if your air does struggle, you want to have something in preparation. Sky guards, rangers on your buses, things like that are good sort of mitigating factors that you can use to sort of keep a little bit of air presence at least to yourself. So that is the last neutral there. Next up, we have the secondary points. We've seen a lot of action at Slate at a lot of these points, and there's actually an area that I kind of failed to talk about in all of my other videos. There's an area behind, where is it? I think it's right over, I think it is down here. There's a section of this cave that I did not notice, but I actually saw it on another stream earlier. I don't actually see it here. Maybe it's on. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay, it's on the actual point section. So this right here, I saw this, and it is actually a little hidden side route. So you can get a bus actually in this little side area here by driving through from, say, if you're trying to defend. You drive it from the warp gate itself, go right here, hang a left, and you'd come up in here. And this is actually a very, very sneaky little route. You can get your bus all the way up here fairly safely, get all the way up here, and you can actually get it deployed, I believe, around here without having to be worried about your bus being seen. And then, of course, the run goes right into the actual base itself, the building here, double stack on the second floor. Now, if you don't have that option, you do have to run from spawn room through these long bridges, and then this very open ground here. Again, air is going to play a huge factor in this. You absolutely want to make sure you have some kind of presence for the air. That does not mean exactly, it doesn't mean specifically that you need to have what's the word I'm looking for? Specifically ESFs. It does mean, however, you want to have at least something like Sky Guards, at least something like Flak Maxes, things like that. You got to make sure you have some kind of presence. Now, this one's Slate. Let's go take a look at Nexus Omega. Again, these bases are actually symmetrical, so this is the exact same base that you're going to see on the other side as well. This is the exact same home base. And then Nexus Omega is, and Nexus Alpha, is a base that is fairly well entrenched in here where the point is. way inside like this, you do have a fairly easy run from spawn over to the door, but it is a little deceptive. This area here that looks like it's got a lot of cover, it's not quite as covered as you might think. This area up top can actually see a lot of this. Looking down, this area over here can obviously look at the other angle. It is fairly exposed, but it's a little deceptive. You don't quite realize it until you're actually making that run in. And of course, the air, once again, going to play a huge point, or huge part rather, in actually getting to the point for both sides, really. There's an underground area as well. This is designed to help out with the home faction's ability to get in and get a bus set up on either the initial first area or the left or the right here, where you can also drive a bus over here, get it set up, walk right up, take left dubs over here, and this is where you can get inside a point. Lots of little little alleyways and sections here that you don't quite realize. It's a little easy to get lost sometimes, but most of the time everybody seems to stack up fairly consistently on, say, top of Powerhouse, which is where we're probably going to be seeing most of the action whenever it ends up starting.
Yeah, 10 seconds, by the way. This is going to be an interesting opener. I saw TWC basically had nothing for, like, the entire prep phase, and they pulled a couple of air, like, things like Valkyries and stuff. WTAC has a ton of air. They have a ton of ESFs, gals, libs. This is going to be an interesting start. I have a feeling WTAC might win this initial engagement in the air, just on sheer numbers.
Yeah, we do see
And by the way, I did see Money Pants out there. He was in the warp gate.
Yeah, I did see him too. That's actually how I knew I was at the right instance, because I saw him.
He's in the Command Liberator
there
right now.
He's
in the front of the pack.
Yeah, he is. He's leading the charge here.
He's just going straight in. I'm on Money Pants cam right now. And he's making a hard right turn.
You do see a lot of engagements, but as you noted, there is many more numbers of Reavers than size. Yes.
You know, since we're like early in this engagement, let's talk about the biggest thing in this match right now. They fixed the icons, so now we have blue and red. Yeah. That's really helpful.
It is very, very nice.
Nice to get the outfit tags too, but hey, the colors are a big improvement.
You know, we were getting outfit tags sometimes in the first
in the first
instances,
on and off. But
here we seem to be consistently not getting them now.
So this is absolutely super helpful now.
Yeah. At least we are now, as you said, we're actually able to see differences in the actual two factions. Now we can see here clear winners in the air. This is WTAC taking the air game.
As expected, they just had the sheer numbers.
They had a ton of air.
I would have been shocked if they lost just on the volume of ESFs and Liberators that they had.
Yeah. Now, WTAC is represented by red, which means if you are seeing a cap in blue, that is TWC2. So right now we're seeing TWC currently capping the neutral in the middle. This is Bitterhead Gorge. Is that right? No, sorry, Granite Head Reactor. What they did here is kind of that thing that you don't really want to see. What you want to do is you want to go for a steal. What they've done instead is they've kind of set up a little bit of a light defense here on the actual neutral. So if TWC can't hold this at the last, say, like 50 seconds or so, if, say, WTAC decides to come in here and actually really try to steal this, that's absolutely possible. This is a neutral base. If they all drop on top of this and go for an actual cap, they will take this with those last few seconds. They don't have to flip it over and then have to wait for a timer. They will just take
going in by himself. I don't know what his plan is here.
I mean, he clearly doesn't need a plan. He goes down.
Money Pence is dead. He has been assassinated.
Yeah.
And he's been V6.
Oh, no. He does have some of his friends out here. It looks like lolpotting, a little bit of air hammering as well. So he's got some backup, but he's going in a little early there. I think some of his outfit mates are going in a little bit on the better timing. I do see him here once again, however. He's going through door 3 on that powerhouse. Let's see if he makes any headway on this time. He has gotten a kill and died. Again, not really backed up by his outfit mates just yet, which his outfit mates do need to make a drop here.
It seems like their plan is hovering these gals overhead, because basically they have uncontested air and just coming in through the galaxy, but it's like they're just kind of trickling in. That's not going to work. This is a 3-point base, and TWC's like built in here.
Yeah.
Like they have maxes and stuff. You need to actually like
WTAC
do a good drop here.
WTAC definitely had the right idea with that air control, but if
They got C
don't,
though. They've cleared it out with maxes.
okay. Yeah, if they don't make very, very good use of the fact that they have that air control, this could go very poorly for them. Let's just see what they do.
One max goes down. C4 coming out for TWC.
And of course that max can't cap a point. So
Yeah.
if TWC decides to come back in here, he's not gonna be able to reflip that back.
Yeah, this max. Oh,
And actually, there he goes. He
so
dies to what was that? Was that a SVA? It wasn't even a C4. He just shot him to death. Here we go, a couple more people dropping in.
So Bitter Gorge, I'm going to stick over on Bitter Gorge. It looks like TWC has actually dropped over onto these points. They're flipping all 3 now.
Yeah, and TWC is about to cap here on Granite Head, so I think this is going to... Yeah, there we go. So TWC caps the neutral in the middle. Let's go take a look at Bitter Gorge, as you said. Got you on screen there.
Yeah, so we're getting a little bit of fighting here over on C now. So WTAC does take the engagement over on C for now. The colors are just so like messing with me.
Yeah, it does that.
It's like they're blue, but they're on the red team, so it's like you're just kind of like, wait, they have control.
Hold on a minute.
But A and B are in TWC's control right now. The air is coming in for WTAC though. They're driving away this armor. It's not a lot of armor, but they are driving them away. See if WTAC... They're probably just going to hold on to C because they don't want to risk losing that right now because they've at least slowed this cap going on Bitter Gorge right now.
And it's a sizable slowdown too. 3 minutes is a pretty good amount of time for some of the WTAC members to actually get over here and actually...
yeah, A's flipping now.
Yeah, there it
goes. I don't see where they are on the point, but they are flipping it. Oh, okay, there's a heavy here over on the crate.
Or sorry, the TWC. Again, the colors do mess with you here.
Yeah.
So yeah, B is the only one that has not flipped here for WTAC. We're going to go take a look here at... Oh, actually, I take that back. SATCOM just flipped over, and that is WTAC taking it. So the only neutral left is going to be Bitter Gorge. Bitter Gorge is very important, though, because you can see this is the only one they need in order to... or this is the only one here that has the single connection over to Slate. If they had taken either Granite Head or SATCOM, both of those connect to Hydroponics or Nexus Secure. So that one there, they can actually let one of those two go. But whoever takes this has the only lane to actually go to either Argent Pass or Slate. Hydroponics now flipping as well. We don't see really any number of TWC coming over to Bitter Gorge, so I think we can probably call this one for right now. I don't see any kind of a grouping either. I don't think they're moving quick enough to do that. We're going to take a look at Hydroponics next, because I think we're going to just see that one flip. We see just a huge skirmish in the air. Is that a scythe? There he is. A little scythe here. Very few of these right now. It's mostly... The skies are mostly filled with Reavers and Galaxies for the WTAC. Hydroponics is a 50-50, just 1 to 12 right now. I can't figure out where the TWC pop is, to be honest with you.
I don't know where any of the pop is, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, it's like everything's a 1 to 12, except for this one.
Okay, the pop is now gone away from Granite Head, so I think they might have been flying overhead.
I don't know. It's very confusing to me. I don't really understand what's going on.
Yeah, I don't... Where is most of this pop right now? Like, Hydroponics is being flipped right now. I don't see any... I'm assuming they're probably gearing up for a big drop or something, because... WTAC's just all over this. Okay, I think we're starting to see some movement out of the warp gate.
Okay, I do see... Oh, look at this. Nexus Secure has been flipped.
Oh,
We're seeing a cap right now, and there's actually decent pop.
I wonder if So that's, again, as I mentioned in the Emerald match, that was what Hydra did in our match earlier today on Cobalt. Is basically just ignoring the SATCOM hub and just going straight for Nexus, or which was Hydroponics, to do a cutoff, and then basically just go straight for that main base to try and win it. WTAC should hopefully be aware of that.
Yeah, we're gonna see here. My dog is barking. I'm just gonna put it on your screen for just a second here while I go get her. Be right
Okay,
back.
well,
One
we're gonna
second.
watch some exciting Maximum Suit gaming then. They're attacking this. Oh, he's just getting. Oh, he just got. Oh, he just got absolutely ruined. Let me check this map here. Yeah, it's Nexus Secure still uncontested right now by WTAC. I don't know if they realize that they were being backcapped, and not in a good way.
All right, don't worry, everybody. The Borker is good.
The one thing though, and this is a risky play, there's a minute 11 left on this hydroponics cap. There's 2 minutes 30 left on the Nexus Secure. So they could theoretically grab this and try and do a quick redeploy. It's pretty risky because you got to get set up. And I'm going to go over to see what TWC's got set up. They probably have maxes and stuff because
it's
every
not,
hold they've had so far has had like several maxes and they've been dug in on point.
It's definitely not a super safe play what they're doing,
No.
but we'll see if it actually works out. Oh, they do. I do
It's
see
just a
Pop
little bit
starting
of
to
infantry.
equalize a bit.
Like WTAC could easily break this if they with numbers, unless there's like a TWC group.
I see some TWC people coming right now. Not a ton. I don't think it's enough to stop them, but there are some people coming.
They've got a Sunday up though, so we might start seeing some max
Oh,
pulls.
is that a flip? They are flipping. They are flipping. There's some people on here. What they're doing right now is just a kind of a stall. Unless they were really actually able to fully kill this whole wave of WTAC members, which I don't think is going to happen here. They killed a ton of them actually, but they didn't kill them all.
It's still quiet over here at Nexus Secure. WTAC has not responded. I think they're just trying to force that one cap in. And there's really not much here on the point for TWC. Like WTAC could wipe this if they bring numbers and like force multipliers and stuff.
Yeah.
This is a very, very small hold, which I think it's probably because TWC tried responding to hydroponics, but they didn't fully commit.
Yeah,
So
I think if they went full on, they probably could have actually wiped that. They actually had very few numbers, and they killed a ton of people there with just who they brought. So that was a fairly impressive little push, but it was for moots because it is all over there.
Yeah.
Hydroponics gets capped by WTAC. Next up is Nexus Omega. They've already got a person capping that. It's already started.
So they might just be trying to. This might just be a race to see who can cap the last base.
Very likely. And
okay, we are seeing a little bit of WTAC. They tried to get a Sunder up. There's a Vanguard here, 2 Vanguards. So there might be a response. I'm watching their spawn right now to see.
Quick look here because I am curious to see if this actually pays off. Because as you said, what WTAC could do or what TWC could do is stall Nexus Omega and just go very, very big into the home base of WTAC if they get this cap.
Yeah, they're probably just going to fully commit. They blew up the Sunder for TWC. But it's not going to matter. There's 20 seconds left, and they did not respond to this. The spawn is completely empty, so they're just fully committing for.
Here. Let's go take a look at Nexus Omega, see what TWC has in store for this home base, because they have to stall this for at least about a minute, I believe it is, if they get this cap started on WTAC, and they stall this for a minute. Now it should be noted that it's not. It's not all over if they start the cap over Nexus Alpha and Nexus Omega gets completely defended. WTAC could also still make a move onto Bitter Gorge to cut off the connection. So it isn't a fully perfect plan here for TWC, but we're gonna see what they end up doing.
Yeah, I'm sitting back over here by the WTAC side. I'm gonna see if TWC actually makes a play for Alpha or if they're just gonna go back and try and stop the Omega, which they really should stop the Omega cap.
They need to do both, really. They need to start the cap with just maybe a couple dudes, and they really need to go huge onto Omega because they got to get the stall started right away.
Yeah.
Even if they don't fully start defending and they don't fully completely get it defended, if they stall it, that's all they need. I mean, obviously,
and a big problem from TWC here is they still have a lot of pop here at Nexus Secure, and they're pulling Sundays. And based on the movement here, I'm thinking that where are they going?
And again, it should also be noted that in order to get a dominating victory, it's not WTAC doesn't just need to get a cap here; they also need to resecure one of their connections.
Where
they
got to
get Nexus Secure back. Let me take a look at your screen, see what's going on there.
No, it's just.
Oh, that's the back route, I believe. That one goes, I think, to the back end of Slate, or the
Granite Head.
The.
Or are they going?
No. That one, I believe, goes to Slate. There's a little side path in the back there that goes. If they know
This
their
just
map
feels
anyway.
like like why are they doing this right now? They absolutely need to get back and help out at Nexus Omega right now. This does not feel like they're. This does not feel helpful right now. That area, like they cannot commit that much to Alpha because they will lose. They're gonna lose if Omega gets capped.
Well, that's actually not technically true. Right now, they do. WTAC still needs a full connection. They are actually cut off without. It's not
does
just.
That actually count the cutoff?
Yeah.
Oh.
If they just get the cap here, it doesn't count as connecting the warp gates. They have to actually get a full connection here.
Okay, but as it stands right now, I don't like even like let's say this goes through and they have to go back. I don't like TWC's chances right now.
Yeah, TWC's they're playing a super risky game, but so is WTAC, to be honest.
But this is uncontested air. The air hammers have absolutely been terrorizing TWC, and this is not good. Like if they want to get back in this, like they need a solution to this ADG, and they don't have that right now.
While you're looking at that, we are seeing a big push by TWC into Nexus Omega. I can't see goddamn anything because of the smoke.
I'm on Money Pants Cam right now. He's fighting bravely here.
All right, let's take a look at him real quick. There he is. Look at him. Yeah.
Just watch it. He actually doesn't even care anymore. He's stopped fighting.
He's actually completely stopped shooting at the wall at this point. Yeah, what is he?
Going out.
Is he rezzing? Oh, I guess that is.
He's got an 8 band.
I thought he was an engineer for a second.
Oh, he's dead.
Yep, goes down.
He's dead.
Now
the king is dead, and he's coming back up. The king is alive. Long live the king.
Now we do see those maxes there at the entrance. Yeah, if this cap goes through, that's not the end of the game as far as I know. I mean, from what I've read on the website,
coming through right now.
this is supposedly not how the game ends.
One max already dead. That's just not a good stuff. Okay,
yeah.
They've now lost all their maxes.
Yeah, it's looking a little risky here for TWC, but of course they do have a spawn here. If they wanted to, they could even go around and see if they could kill the bus for.
I think those maxes just got like mowed down. They have like a bunch of archers back here. I think they just got mowed down by these archers. That was a really good play there.
I can see that. They do have mastheads on NC, so.
Hey, guess what? I'm up to battle rank 2 now as a result of this fight.
Nicely done. I also got ranked up a little earlier though.
Okay, so they did get one of the maxes up, the NS max. They're pushing in now, a little bit risky. They just don't have. Yeah, unfortunately they pulled maxes. They had no engineers.
Yeah, it's the cohesion that seems to be getting me for TWC. Well, they seem to have a pretty decent tactics. The cohesion's just not there. When they push, they're pushing in like one at a time every now and again. But as I say that, look at this. Big push by TWC. They actually do fully take it there. Completely proving us wrong mid-sentence, thank God.
This was a super aggressive play from WTAC, and they did get a lot of time, but did they have any spawns?
So here's the thing. Right now, if TWC chooses to, they could go for Nexus Alpha, and if they were to cap that, that would win them the game. That would be a connection fully. I'm surprised I haven't seen any pressure on these two bases that are actually just not flipping at all. But, I mean, they have the ability to do that right now if they want to. But, of course, we were talking about that air situation earlier. They don't really have great air solutions, and they do have to go through a lot of Reavers in order to actually deal with a lot of the WTAC guys.
Nexus Alpha has a flip to TWC right now.
Okay, there we go. So let's go take a look at that.
It has begun. But it's still very, very early. So WTAC has time to, get together and push them off. Because honestly, looking at who's in here, this looks like just they're stalling them at this point. Yeah, there's not a lot on here.
Also, TWC needs to keep an eye on Nexus Secure, which actually just flipped as well. They have to put pressure on this and make sure this no matter what kind of pressure, they push it off immediately. Because if this gets flipped, WTAC has a reconnection, and TWC no longer has a connection. This is really a huge pressure point for both sides. They both basically need this base. So I wouldn't be surprised if they basically, both sides, just completely gave up on whatever they were doing and went straight for this base.
This Max is just going straight into the point. He does not care. And he's just cleaning them up. He's cleaning them up.
He's going in.
Oh, the Desi. Oh, he's getting out of there. Got almost no health. Revive nade's going out right now, but wait a minute. Yo, this Liberator right now.
Oh, yeah.
He actually had an angle. He's shooting
Look
right
at
into
that.
it right
Oh, that's
Ooh.
gross. That's extremely gross.
Little cheeky angle. If there were more,
Look at
yeah,
that.
see, they're all in the corner now. They don't want to be up in the middle because they're just gonna get hit by that lib.
That's smart.
Oh man.
Whose is this? Is this that's WTAC?
Yeah. So I don't know how many kills he got, but that actually really paid off because they all just scrambled to go hide in this corner here, and they just got all decimated by WTAC.
Yeah.
So that lib spot, I'm sure if there's a couple of other teams watching this right now, they might try and steal that.
Definitely a smart idea. Now look at Nexus secured. It's still 1-12, but look at how much pressure is already here. I mean, this is
It's actually
it is starting to increase a little bit. Yeah. WTAC, again, they have to go for Nexus secures, but so does TWC2. They have both of them have to get this base. This is everything relies on this particular base if nobody flips things like Argent Pass and if Bitter Gorge actually gets saved as well.
This is actually going to be pretty interesting because we're seeing a lot of bases flipping right now. There's a lot of activity going on, so a lot of movement around here because both teams, they've tried to go for the for Alpha and Omega.
Yep.
And because they both failed, now all of a sudden everyone's just kind of scattering, trying to take up the bases that are available to them.
You see the gears turning. If TWC takes Bitter Gorge, they once again cut off WTAC, or rather, I'm sorry, if WTAC takes Bitter Gorge, they once again cut off TWC from their warp gate. So even if they were to go for Nexus Alpha and even do a lot of damage there, they would not be able to do a full connection because of Bitter Gorge. Hydroponics can't be flipped right now, or rather, it isn't being flipped, so that's not even in play right now. These are very big deal.
WTAC is now they've gotten revives out on point at Nexus Secure. They're cleaning up TWC here, so they're getting control. Oh man, look at all these jackhammer heavies. Actually, I don't know if that's not the worst idea.
Jackhammers?
So, because I'm seeing a lot of TWC playing with light assaults and medics and stuff. It's like they're not like heavies, so it's like you can kind of exploit that with the jackhammers.
That's true. I mean,
it's
that said,
not
the
gonna work
medics
out in
and the LAs are probably bringing a lot more C4s though. They're able to deal with these maxes a lot more often.
Yeah, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out if they were trying to do long range engagements, like if they were fighting on these bridges and stuff. But because they're kind of fighting in these close quarters on these stairs and stuff like that on the point, the jackhammer is really not that bad of a move for them, as long as not everybody's playing it.
I should note, WTAC has taken back Bitter Gorge. This is now in their favor, so TWC no longer has a connection to actually get to Nexus Alpha. However, this is also the wrong lane for WTAC to actually get a connection back on a Nexus Omega. So they have to go for Slate. It's basically just we've inverted now. Slate is now the pressure point and the where everybody's probably going to be going. So let's go take a look at Slate next. If they defend, if TWC defends Slate, as well as maybe even flips Hydroponics and Satcom back over, those would also be smart moves, because then they could reconnect again.
Well, they should absolutely, in my opinion, they should absolutely grab Satcom, because that's going to be a pain point, because they're just going to keep capping Nexus Secure if you don't take care of that.
Yeah, these points need to be just constantly flipping. What we're seeing a lot of is that TWC, even if they wanted to, it's just hard for them to get to these kind of points because of how much air presence WTAC has been bringing this whole time.
Okay, so WTAC just took Nexus Secure, so that's and Satcom just is
WTAC is in great positions right now to fully just lock down and get to Nexus Omega. TWC, they just basically lost everything. They need to go for something later, but right now they just need to go for a defense on Slate and then go for a defense on Hydroponics. Both of these are extremely important.
Yeah, and again, TWC is struggling here at Slate Canyon because they cannot contest this A to G. This is proving to be the biggest pain point in Alpha.
Here it comes, in fact, right there. Yeah. All right on time.
You know, WTAC is known for being a very combined arms outfit. They do a lot of infantry stuff, but they do a lot of armor and air. They really like to employ a lot of that tactics in their live play. So this is showing off in Outfit Wars right now because they're taking advantage of the fact that TWC cannot match them at armor or air. Because infantry versus infantry, maybe it is even, who knows? But the whole purpose here is combined arms, and TWC right now, they cannot hang in terms of combined arms.
let's go take a look at hydroponics here. We do know that Slate's got a lot of pressure from air to ground. I want to see if they're having a little bit of an easier time here at hydroponics, perhaps. I see 1 Reaver, 2 Reavers, and a Galaxy. That's enough air to grounding to be able to stop a lot of approaches. But I do see some TWC members in here, and I think they're about to hit point, perhaps. Oh, wait a second. Oh, okay, I see. You know, they were flipping it for just a second there, but it is now once again being flipped back.
Yeah, and also another big problem for TWC right now, on top of the fact that they are just getting destroyed by this A to G. It just doesn't feel like they have this cohesion. They're just kind of scrambling out of the spawn room, just running in every direction right now, and they're just getting picked off by this A to G, and then they just start scrambling harder. And you can look at them; they're on the back door here on the stairs, and they're just getting destroyed before they can't do anything. They're taking revive nades. It doesn't matter. The air hammers are just there. There's like 3 or 4 of them. Yeah, the TWC cannot push right now. They just do not have an avenue to push.
Yeah, right
WTAC
now,
holding on here.
I think we're going to see Slate here flip in a second. We
should.
got about 10 seconds left on that. It's going to be basically all down to hydroponics as their last sort of bastion of defense. But we're also going to see those Reavers probably move right over after they're done capping on Slate. Yeah, I just don't see a lot of WTAC, rather
WTAC taking Slate Canyon
pressure anymore. I don't know if they're loading up in maybe Galaxies or something. I'm not really sure. I don't see a lot of pop anywhere where there might be something to counter.
Yep. Looks like for the wild cards, they have folded on several bases. And now we are on to Nexus Omega as WTAC once again tries to end this match. And this time, they can end this match. They have connections out the wazoo. However, a lone TWC man with a shotgun saving the point for now. Oh no, Engineer, don't... Oh, no.
Oh, he's getting back up.
Yeah, he had one Engineer who tried to take on a 1v3 and... well, he is playing Engineer, and nobody ever said that was the best infantry class.
So now the pressure is all going to be on Nexus Omega. At this point, TWC, they have to sort of sneak something into hydroponics or Slate once most of the pop ends up getting over here. Right now, they can't do anything just yet. They got to wait until some of the pop dies down on those other 2 bases, and then they can probably make a move over there. But they got to sneak it past all this air, which we know has been a problem the entire game. Let's go take a look outside. Look at this. Got a Galaxy drop
you can't
happening.
Sneak past the air.
Yeah.
Oh, Kenyan Warlord with a big trade.
Yeah, we got a big air presence here coming in from WTAC. Oh, look at that! Is that Sky Guards? Look at this, some Sky Guards finally. We got some countering from TWC to try and deal with a couple of these WTAC guys. Lots and lots of Sky Guards coming out finally from the warp gate.
Can't tell you how much I wish this was like a 6v6 event and not an official PlanetSide event, because I just want to sing a Gucci by Krayshawn right now while I look at this guy's name. I will hold my tongue. I will not sing on stream right now.
Please. I think everybody wants this.
I won't. I'll do it in Joke TS later. Okay, so WTAC on point now.
More Sky Guards here. Yeah, and
they might be doing... Yeah, big armor push from TWC
this
here.
This is what I was commenting about earlier. A lot of Sky Guards. They basically cleared out all of the Reavers. This gives them an avenue to actually get air up if they want to, but they got to clear off the people off point here, which might be a little bit harder than it sounds. Let's go take a look on the inside. We have a ton of WTAC members inside. Spitfires. We got Spitfires. We got Spitfires. There's explosive thingies over here.
I love watching all this armor, especially like the little flashes, like riding through this tundra. I feel like I'm watching Mad Max with all these. Oh, that flash just got obliterated.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, no.
Can he get somebody? No.
I live.
He goes
I die.
down.
I live again.
Meanwhile, back on point over here, we do have a good defense here by WTAC. They're just like we've always seen. This is a very entrenched point.
Oh my god. This Sky Guard right here, what a baller. I ain't talking Chuck Baller. This dude just ran up on a Vanguard and blew it up with a Skyguard.
He's a god.
What an absolute monster.
He's a legend.
Yeah, this is, so this has basically been the desperation play that you see from a lot of teams that are basically on their warp gate, pulling a lot of Skyguards to try and negate the air, which is an understandable move right here. Look at that, they're all focusing this Galaxy that's all the way up here.
Yeah,
which is
tons of damage. But that's only the one. There's two more back
they're
there.
rep gals, but it's just like, they're at least keeping them away, which is what they need right now. They just need to keep the pressure off of them. But like, should allow TWC to get a little bit of movement here.
Yeah, if they can get a clear off the point anyway.
Yeah, they've finally been like able to get inside on both sides, so they're starting to move in. Yeah, starting to push in.
Yeah,
now.
we saw a little push there. If they can continue, they used smoke. They used a lot of smoke there.
Yeah, a lot of smoke. This is live after all, so a lot of smoke coming out.
Now it looks like WTAC did successfully, basically completely hold that off. I do see a few more members here at front door, but I don't see enough there for a push. I don't see really enough of a spread in general for TWC2 to come back and actually hold this at all. WTAC is just going to continue to be entrenched in here. I can't see anything because of all this smoke.
WTAC. Very firm.
They are really holding well.
Yeah, very firm.
Not going to fold this, I don't think.
No, they will not fold like a deck of cards. Like a hand in a game of poker.
Not really sure what that has to do with...
like a game of poker.
Not really sure...
It's the wild cards. Like a game of poker.
I'm not really seeing
like a game of backgammon. They will not fold.
Now that one puts it into perspective. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Got a little bit of a fight here happening. Keanu dropping down and trying to deal with people when he goes down.
Tactical smoke going out once again, trying to cover their tracks.
Honestly actually did help last time. I'd love to see if they actually make use of this.
Pull in for vision. Pull in for vision. You shoot right through that smoke.
Yeah, they're not really pushing in with the smoke. They're just kind of.
Well, they got 3.5 minutes right now, so they do have time. But you know, I mean, look, there's 14 minutes left in this match. They are not. There's really no possible way they win this. It's the moral victory. You got to stop WTAC from capping the main base.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this has been very convincing from WTAC. It seemed at times like it was a little bit back and forth between the two.
And in fact, that's actually reflected pretty well in the amount of points gained for both sides too. If you look, WTAC has 295 points for the brackets, and Wildcard's got 205. It is now, the pool is empty, so that is actually where they're going to get for points. But that was a lot of back and forth for both sides. WTAC coming out on top for most of it, but just by a little bit. Yeah, pretty good showing so far.
I hate to, you know, hindsight's easy to say this, but when I looked in the warp gates and I saw WTAC just a legion of air, and I saw nothing in the TWC warp gate, I was like, I don't know how this is gonna go.
Air is an extremely important part of this particular format, and not seeing it is definitely telling.
And WTAC had some really good air today. They really did. They were very cohesive. They hit the bases they needed to hit.
Big push here. TWC2 coming in. A lot of them just died around a corner. Never mind. Holy hell.
Okay,
what was that? Was that C4?
Yeah, another big push.
Oh, yeah, the other angle. Here we go.
Okay, that was a nice little
TWC2 actually going to be able to come in.
They got the maxes in now.
Yeah, they made way. So they're in now. They're going to probably be able to get a little bit more entrenched. I just got battle rank 4.
Hey,
battle rank 4, everybody.
I'm battle rank 3 right now.
Nice. I'm specialist 1.
Maybe we should just like get on this point a little bit, get some XP.
Looking good. I have the specialist title now. I can put that on whenever I want.
I'm so jealous. I got PFC.
Idiot.
Yeah, so TWC wiped off this point completely right now. No revive nades. Revive nades going out for TWC though. You got a
trade here happening in the upstairs area.
They gotta rep these maxes. Yeah, there we go. I did not see a lot of engineers out here.
Engineers have been a little rare for the TWC2 side. Ping on Discord. Hold on. Just gotta go ahead and mute that.
You fool. Okay, so WTAC rolling some armor in here. Just kind of long-range dueling this this mag rider right here. This mag rider's in a bit of trouble.
taking a look at the map right now.
Okay,
I don't.
WTAC's bus destroyed now.
Yeah, I don't see any movement in the air just yet, but we know they had galaxies ready to go. I do see some armor out here in the, looks like, southeastern side of the base. So
You
they
know,
might have another push coming from that angle.
You know, it's interesting. All the sweaty heavies on live, they always complain about people that blow up the bus, everything like that, ruining the fight. Well,
That's
let me
true.
tell you something. When it comes to Alpha Wars, that's valuable experience. You see
Yeah.
the way TWC took down that WTAC Sunder?
Yeah!
It was no match for the might of their C4 and Decimators.
Yeah!
That's what live builds character, blowing up buses.
You know,
That's
you
how
get white
win Alpha
camo
Wars.
for that. You get white camo
That's
for
true.
that.
You get white camo for that.
I have that on all my.
Okay,
all
this
of
is
my...
here. Look at this.
Oh yeah, there it is. This is what we've been looking for. So this is the WTAC.
The Ride of the Valkyries.
Yeah, the W. Well, it's actually galaxies.
Why didn't I do that for when we casted the Viking match? Well,
Yeah,
I'll do
well.
it now.
Don't worry, we'll have another chance, I'm sure.
All right, yeah, maybe
We'll do it for the
But
next
here it
one
comes.
TR
Okay,
match.
they're all pushing in right now. Some of these don't have people in it, so they're definitely
Good
baiting
decoys,
with the
yeah.
galaxies here.
But I mean, they didn't really need to. They had plenty
Okay, here
of.
it comes. They're dropping.
Yeah, here's the big drop. Now I do see a ton of maxes coming out of this one. This was a maxes, medics, and engineer drop, clearly.
Oh no, TWC
Lots
was out
of
on the...
C4.
Oh yeah.
WTAC. Did they make their way in? They did.
They lost some people on the roof, but they got revive dates out, so they should be getting people up.
Some of them have gotten in. Maxes are the only ones on point though, and they can't cap.
Oh, here comes the orbital.
Oh no.
Oh, they got to run and hide. The maxes are gonna die, but the infantry needs to get in there.
I mean, all the maxes are gonna die here. There they go.
No, but the
Here we
infantry
go.
are gonna be able to get them up. That's
yep. WTAC back inside.
Oof.
They are again
WTAC
represented by red. They are now back on point. Hey, we got a question from the viewers there, Goof. Stay Winning Life asking, is this the one with the Doom Shambles?
As a matter of fact, this is the one with the Doom Shambles.
That is the one with the Doom Shambles.
This is also the one with the Ass Man.
And probably the Ass Man. So we got a big counter push here by TWC2. They've actually just come right back in. Took them absolutely zero time. They actually, WTAC was not able to really get any kind of defense set up in time for TWC again.
The biggest massacre of tonight goes to Stay Winning Life, who just chopped down Frey with a 60-second timeout for
Nicely done.
spamming Bing Bingaloid in chat. Yeah, so TWC now on point again. So they pushed a WTAC out. Not much of a hold there from WTAC.
Yeah, and we do see this Valkyrie just get absolutely obliterated trying to unload some people on the roof here.
Yeah, this is not the move. You don't want to trickle in here because you're just gonna die and you're not helping your team when you do that. You gotta get set up.
TWC2 only has about minute 25 seconds left, and then they can actually get a person. They probably already, in fact, have a person on Slate Canyon.
I am seeing pop at both bases, so they're definitely trying something if they can pull this off.
Yeah, it would be definitely
it's good.
great.
It takes the heat off them.
Yeah, I mean, 8 minutes. It would be a very, very interesting turn of events if they were able to get more territory in time. But I mean, it is doable. It's technically doable.
It's doable, but like they
got to play very, very well. Yeah, completely perfectly. But I would love to see it happen. Looks like WTAC coming back in. Minimal amounts of people, but these maxes and people are not turning around in time. The smoke completely covered them as they came in. But
WTAC's on point.
Yeah, they are. Oh, man.
Yeah, here they come.
This is, I did not expect this, actually. TWC had a foothold, but WTAC just walked in.
It's because, you know what? It's because they had money pants.
They had money pants.
They had their talisman. He ran right in.
Here we go. TWC2 coming back in main door. They're probably going to be able to push this back up.
Turn around. They're
Tons
coming in
of
the
people.
door. He's just in the smoke standing there.
What are you doing, buddy?
Badasses don't look at engagements.
Meanwhile, that main door actually got shut down, as noted here.
Okay, he's looking at the door right now. He's not going to fire, though. He's just waiting. He's just chilling. He's going to pick a spot. And he gets killed from behind. Somebody just walked in and just shot him in the back. He was assassinated once again. It's okay. He's up, though. He is up. He's up. He's moving. He's standing. V5's going out now. Hey, just so you know, there's no vehicles in the infantry point right now,
That's
so I
true.
don't know why
I'm
you're
not really
asking
sure.
for a ride.
Not really sure what
That's
they're going to be able to
curious
do
right
with
there
that
why you would be
request for a ride
asking
right
for a
now.
ride. Oh my god, there's a... Okay, there's just a massacre right now. Stay Winning Life is just slaughtering this overpop in the chat right now. Oh my god. He's just wiping them off the point in this max right now. Okay, here comes another orbital. Got caught on infantry. Huh, that's weird. We're gonna stare directly into this orbital. Oh wow, look at that. Now we're gonna stare right into this orbital.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't... Oh wait, this isn't an orbital. This is... That's actually my own waypoint.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
a waypoint there.
That's kind of crazy.
You're kind of being a little silly there.
This Max is pushing it here. He's already almost dead. How is he already almost dead? And he's going directly into
Oh god, that's another orbital.
Yeah, and he went directly into the orbital. He's dead.
Oh,
He's so dead.
these poor men.
Dead. He's dead and in the walls right now.
Meanwhile, on point, WTAC still holding it quite well. They're coming right back in from that top floor.
Casual Nomad in the chat. What the fuck is this spam? Well, I'll tell you. This is Joke TS casting a match right now with all of Joke TS in the chat right now. So
I'm really
what a
sure
shock
this is completely normal on a Friday night. I don't know what you guys
crazy.
usually do.
It's actually Saturday.
Wow, time sure does fly. Much like the wild card. Well, actually, it's WTAC that's been flying all game. So, as we've seen, WTAC still holding quite well. I'm just not seeing the cohesion. Again, this is a cohesion problem for TWC. They obviously have the numbers. Like, there's nowhere else for them to go. They gotta get like multiple pushes going at the same time. They're not really able to do it, and it's not just because they're not sort of communicating where they're going together. It's the air as well. They have some sky guards out here dealing with them, but
yeah.
they do still occasionally get through. Like this guy right here. Optically,
okay, so not the worst idea here.
epic.
They actually put the little canopies out. It got destroyed, but that's actually not the worst
idea. Good idea.
At least it protects you a little bit from that A to G.
And we do see some regrouping happening here on that northern powerhouse. Some C4 coming out, but it's not really connecting to target. Oh, that one did. Doesn't really matter too much, though. There's plenty of medics to get them back up. Now, they are getting a couple of kills. They need to get these corners cleared out, and then they might be able to make a push. I see some smoke coming out.
No,
if they push now, though, this is a bad idea. Oh, boy.
Oh, they're just getting... This Max is in such a good position.
Yeah,
they're just wiping them out as they try and push in.
Yeah. The person in chat wondering why WTAC isn't flipping. They actually are. Remember, WTAC is represented by red in this one, so they have been flipping, and this is actually all of their territory. TWC2 represented by blue here. I know it is confusing. It is very confusing, but that's just the way it is right now. Actually, I wonder. You know, hold on a second. I think I can. Can I swap these Empire colors around? I might be able to.
Yeah, I mean, there's 3 minutes left.
Can I invert? Can I invert? Can I invert? Ah, damn it. It's alright. We'll fix that another time. It's very confusing, though, I understand.
Yeah. Okay, one big push coming here. One last push from TWC. A lot of maxes. A lot of maxes. And they're just going to go straight in. If WTAC is smart, they'll have C4 ready to go. Oh, they're just going in.
Yep.
Oh, the C4.
They don't really have much time. Oh my god, it's a slaughter here at the door. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's
That was... They knew.
It's a butcher. It's a butchering. They got absolutely slaughtered at this door.
That was just...
They can't really make a second push. That would be ridiculous.
Yeah,
They just lost like 6 maxes in that push. Immediately, too.
Like,
the moment they got out the door.
Wiped out, like, what, 2/3 of that push?
Holy hell.
Because then the rest basically hesitated, which, understandable. Once all that C4 came out and took down the maxes, you really don't have much of a shield to push in with. And now they're back to where they started, which was on these doors.
And then on this front door here, we just have a couple left of the TWC members. I think at this point they have been
they're calling
completely,
GG, so
completely wiped. Yeah, this was a well-fought match here for TWC, but in the end, WTAC does come away with the win here in the last 2 seconds. There it goes. WTAC with the win for their first Outfit Wars Nexus Season 4.
Yep.
It's quite successful. Both sides had some really smart plays there. In the end, WTAC just applying more pressure in the air, and they were able to actually win it out fully. But it was a really interesting watch as we saw Nexus Secure and Nexus Alpha actually get action at the same time as Nexus Omega. You know, only a few minutes beforehand, also getting flipped. So great job by both sides there. I'm actually genuinely excited to see more from both of these guys, because that was some good plays there and some good reactions to actually you know, having to deal with getting your home base attacked.
Great job from both teams, but
Yeah.
proof once again that combined arms really is such a big strong point in this Outfit Wars. WTAC really just phenomenal in the air game. Their armor definitely did work too, but the air game was just absolutely malicious towards TWC today. The air hammers were just brutalizing them at almost every base. So really props to their air game. They really showed up big time today.
Yeah. All right, we're going to end it there. There is another match still happening right now. We're going to redirect over to PlanetSide Battles 1. And then, of course, that is the end of it for this weekend. There's going to be more matches next weekend as well, so keep an eye on that. We're going to go ahead and redirect over there. Thanks for everybody for watching. Bye-bye.